Hello and welcome back to the Starting Three. I'm Tyler Bednar alongside,
Sarah Gallo.
And Noah Robinson.
and today, April 16th, we're going to talk a little bit about the NBA playoffs. Right now, the playoffs aren't officially set with all 16 teams, but we know generally who the teams are going to be. We're currently a day before the final day of the play-in. We got two matchups tomorrow on Friday. Bold take, and I rightly got kind of shut down a little bit. But I basically the Warriors won last night. They beat the Clippers. Steph Curry, he dropped 35 points. Al Horford had four three-pointers in the really big win, and then there was another big game. LaMelo Ball and the Hornets won and are now playing tomorrow. Both those teams are playing to get into the playoffs and face the one seeds in the East in each conference, which is the Detroit Pistons and the Oklahoma City Thunder. So neither of those teams are in right now, but those were both really fun games to watch. The Hornets beat the Heat, and there was a lot of drama. There's still a lot of drama
Oh,
going
by
on
a
right now.
point.
Yeah, by a point. It was a fantastic game. Kobe White, the former Bull, came up really clutch for Charlotte at the end of the game to send it to overtime, and then Charlotte won it in overtime. But the big story so far has been from that game, and specifically LaMelo Ball. He tripped Bam Adebayo early in the game, and Bam never returned. And there's been a lot of social media traction because of that. There's been a lot of talk. Nick Wright, the sports commentator, called LaMelo out, and then LeVar Ball came in and threw a couple haymakers his way, and it's been a whole thing. And the playoffs haven't even officially started yet, so this is why I'm excited for the NBA playoffs to start.
I think that the NBA playoffs, who do you think has the highest chance this week of winning, like with players and proposition bets? Can we throw out some numbers?
On like the first round or like the finals.
First round, the most recent,
First round.
yeah, the upcoming.
Okay. Well, so we know six of the eight matchups are set in the Western Conference. We got the Lakers and the Rockets. That'll be fun with LeBron taking on Kevin Durant. The Nuggets and Timberwolves, that's a 3-6. Spurs, Trailblazers, that's the one that's official. Those are the three that are official. The Thunder are waiting their opponent still. And then on the Eastern side, we got the Cavaliers and the Raptors. That's a 4-5 matchup. Knicks versus the Hawks. And then Celtics versus the seven-seeded 76ers. And then the Pistons are still waiting their first round matchup. I mean, I think that the Thunder, no, I think that the Spurs are gonna sweep the Trailblazers. I just think that there are a lot of really good teams
Is
in the
that?
Western Conference. Say again?
Why is that? Who do you think is going to be their star leading player?
Victor Wembanyama. Because why wouldn't he? He is one of the best players in the league. He's already sort of just ascended himself into MVP conversations. I mean, if you look at the numbers he had this year, 25 points per game, almost 12 rebounds, three assists. He's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he's been great on both sides of the ball. He's shooting a little low on the three-point percentage, but he doesn't necessarily need to he doesn't necessarily need to be a sharpshooter. He's already one of the best players in the league. He won defensive. He was second in defensive player of the year voting in his rookie season. I think he finally gets the award. And I'm just excited. He's been fantastic. Just basically just as good as advertised. I mean, he's been really, really good.
That's sick. I think Wimby, I remember when he got drafted because everybody was talking about how the lottery was fixed, and they're like, he's already going to San Antonio.
We're going into this conversation again. I don't think it's fixed, but that's fine. Um,
Oh, the fixed
The
but yeah, what
conversation.
Yeah,
lottery.
we had this conversation last week for like 15 minutes, and I just disagree with you. Um,
When I was
I mean, what
editing,
do you
oh sorry.
go ahead, sir?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying when I was editing the podcast, it's just funny looking back at like both sides of the argument, being like, "This is fixed, this is not fixed," and I enjoyed. And I was like, hearing it back, I was like, "Okay, wait, I can kind of understand both sides of this argument." It was actually really funny.
So funny.
But just putting Wemby in perspective, he's 22 years old, right?
Yeah.
He was born in 2004. That just makes me feel like I've not accomplished anything in my entire life. He's led the league in blocks every single season he's been in the league. He's just a game changer on both sides of the ball. He's fantastic. No one can guard him. I mean, he's so tall. He's 7'4". Like the basketball is a sport unlike baseball, which is the one I really love, where one player can truly take over an entire series. We saw it plenty of times in LeBron James's career. There's zero reason that the 2016 Cavs should have beaten the Warriors. I mean, and they did. And it's LeBron James becoming the greatest, like, honestly, one of the best players we've ever seen in that series alone. So Wembanyama, I'm not comparing him to 2016 LeBron, but I'm saying a guy like Wemby can take over an entire series, and I'm excited to see him in playoff action.
I'm excited for Wimby too. I think Wimby is, like we said, we had this last week. Wimby's good. That's why he's on the
He's
Spurs.
really good.
I agree with that.
I think he's going to
You
take
guys have
place.
any other
I think.
thoughts?
Do you think Wimby could be a modern day Dennis Rodman?
Modern day Dennis Rodman?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I mean, he's already, right now, he's probably better than Dennis Rodman. I mean, because Dennis Rodman
I'm
couldn't
talking
shoot the
about
ball.
like playing style,
No,
not stats wise.
no, they're not the same.
Wasn't
I mean,
Dennis Rodman?
Wemby's like 8 inches taller than Dennis Rodman. I mean, they don't play the same style of game.
8 inches taller.
Eight, I think. I mean, Dennis Rodman was like what 6'9". He wasn't
Wimby's
that big as a first center. 6'7". So he was even shorter. So he's 9 inches shorter. Yeah, I know we're all gonna do this. I know, I know. Yeah,
Oh.
like they don't play similar. They don't play the similar styles of basketball at all. I think Wembanyama. I mean, he's a two-way threat. And that alone, it's not nothing about the stats, but I mean, Wemby has an offensive skill set. I think Dennis Rodman's one of the greatest rebounders of all time. There's no doubt about that. I mean, one of the best defenders of all time. But Wemby has a different skill set that allows him. I mean, he scored 25 points per game last year. Like he is
Yes.
a guy who can take over an entire series and elevate your team to make a deep run, even in a Western Conference that has some really great players. You have Jokic, you have SGA, you have Kevin Durant still playing really well, and he's getting up there in age. I mean, this is a conference that has so many talented players. Anthony Edwards, for example, too. There's so many great players. I'm forgetting some of them right now, and Wembanyama can still elevate his team to success. There's a reason they're the 2 seed in the Western Conference this year, and he is a huge reason for that.
Valid points.
I agree.
You guys have any other thoughts?
I was on Dennis Rodman TikTok a bit ago, and so I liked watching his TikTok videos of his rebounding. It was
Right?
no, it was like these rebounding clips of him. I'm like, okay, like this is awesome, and it was all like this. Bull. I was like on
Aggressive he
Bull
was.
TikTok. What?
You see how aggressive he was back in
He
the
is
day?
like he's jumping, he's diving, he's moving. I'm like, okay, like this is really cool. So it was. I enjoyed watching just those small clips of him seeing. I wish I could have seen that in person and like watched. Um, it's really cool.
I still am still. I think the era of basketball I really wish I could have seen was the 80s and 90s
Oh, 100%.
basketball. Like him with the Pistons was really good, and then obviously with the Bulls, I mean, helping lead them to three. The second three-peat was, I mean, he was fantastic. And one of the greatest defenders and rebounders of all time. I didn't realize there was a Dennis Rodman TikTok. No, like I guess I mean I've been on there too because I've watched some of his highlights of him like diving to like save like out of bounds passes or grab rebounds. I mean he was what an inch taller than Michael Jordan, and he was just so smart at getting the basketball. But we're kind of veering away from the topic. So what do you guys think? Who do you guys think comes out of the Eastern Conference in the NBA?
Hmm.
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. Why is that?
Because it's the Trailblazers.
In
It's just a
in the Eastern
trailer.
Conference?
All or nothing.
What are we
All
saying?
or
He's not even. They're not even in the East. Who
nothing.
do you guys think comes out of the Eastern Conference?
Um,
Celtics, if I'm being sure, probably.
Sixers?
Celtics. So
Oh, Celtics. Okay, like I said, the Sixers. Okay.
maybe the Pistons,
Why those picks?
just because.
Tatum, Tatum.
Just because.
Tatum?
Yeah.
What about you, Tyler? Who do you think?
I mean it's kind of a not so bold take, but Cade Cunningham's been really good this year for the Pistons, and I mean this is the first time that they've been the number one seed in the Eastern Conference in I believe 20 years. They haven't made it to the final since 2005 when they lost to the Spurs, and there's just a lot of momentum. This Pistons team was like the worst team in the league 2 years ago. I think if I'm not mistaken, they were a 16 win team 2 years ago. The astronomical rise back to relevancy for Detroit has been really fun. And I was watching at the beginning of the season and they were playing really well and I thought, oh, they'd fall off. They have not. They've been really good all year round. And Cade Cunningham obviously has a big reason for that. But yeah, let's see. When was the last time? Well, yeah, 2 seasons ago, they were 14 and 68, and now they're 16 and 22 in the top finish in the Eastern Conference.
Can we look at a player proposition board? Like what are player props at?
Yeah,
Like what do you
are there
guys
player props or is there a team that you see that's like not favored to like are they have bad odds against them that you think are maybe good bets? I don't know, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. So like do you guys want to know like I'm looking at Charlotte right now. I'm like, he's LaMelo Ball is at 80% right now, and he's pretty consistent. And um, but he's projected to go under today. Uh, just based off, I mean, his projection is at 28.5 points and rebounds, but like based off stats, I feel like he's gonna hit like 24 points.
24 points. How about the rebounds?
No, that's just a combine.
Oh, okay.
Like
You think it's gonna be so you think that he won't perform well and they won't make it?
I didn't say he won't perform well. I'm just gonna say he's gonna go under his player proposition.
Okay. How about some team odds? What are some of the team odds that you're seeing?
I'm looking at players right now.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys who are you watching? Like who's catching your eye while on these while watching the games?
I mean, for me personally, Nikola Jokic is obviously a guy I always want to watch. He might be one of the most talented offensive players of all time with his ability to score and obviously pass the ball. He's one of the best passing bigs this game has ever seen, and he just has so much. There's so much you can do with him, and he can. I mean, he shoots the three. I not particularly well, if I remember correctly. I haven't looked at that in a little bit, but he just has so many skill sets, specifically scoring and passing them. I mean, he gets a triple double. He's averaging a triple double this year. Like he's literally averaging
And
28, 13, and 11. Like it's incredible what he's done.
when's his next game?
The next game of the first round of the playoffs or the 3 seed. They play the
So
Timberwolves on Saturday. So I would see if there would be a triple double bet or something, or when
see
does he
that.
hit the triple double? Because he's definitely going to do it in game one. I mean, he's up there. He's getting up there with most triple doubles ever. I'm pretty sure he's third. Well, obviously, Russell Westbrook. Oh, Nikola Jokic is in second now. Um, he's passed Oscar Robertson as well. So that's a guy I love watching because of his skill set. He's not as great. He's not as good defensively, but he doesn't need to be. I mean, he's just so good on the offensive side of the ball that it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, he has a strong chance of hitting a strong triple double, I feel like. I mean, he's been dominant all season, averaging 27.7 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. I mean, he's pretty good. He's racked up 30 triple doubles in this current season. Wow. I will mention the Miami Grand Prix is coming up.
Oh, that's
for
fun.
F1.
When is it?
It's May 1st. No, May 3rd through the 5th. It's the weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's in Miami that week. And it'd be really sick because I think a couple artists are performing. I know 50 Cent's performing in Monaco, which is the next week after
Oh, nice.
um Miami. But it's very cool to see what's going on. Did you see Max Verstappen? He wants to leave F1, but then like a lot of teams, like Ferrari's been saying like they have strong interest in Max Verstappen, but they just got Louis Hamilton. So who would have to move, Leclerc or Louis?
Hmm.
I don't think Leclerc would leave.
I don't know enough
Siri,
about F1. All I know is
I,
Max Verstappen, so I can't really
I
give you
I feel
that
like
much.
I don't know that much about F1 as much either. I know these names, but I feel like
I
hmm.
know, but like as a not even removing the F1 as a sense, how would you look at it from a business perspective? Do you think it's good to
I would say who's bringing in more money or who's driving in more revenue. What person is bringing in more money for them to
but
stay?
Who's the bigger name? Because I don't know enough to even give you any answer because I don't know the business side of it. I don't know the player, the drivers well enough to tell you Louis or Leclerc.
well the crazy part is that you know the main person. So then that's all you need to know. So Max Verstappen is the best driver of F1. You know that because you said that's the only person you know. And
It's true.
he he's saying he's bored. So it's like saying LeBron James, I'm bored in the NBA. And he's about to leave. But then there's a lot of teams like say, I mean, he's already on the Lakers, but say Miami Heat is like they're really favoring LeBron James. Um, do you think LeBron should leave or he should go back to Miami?
Honestly, it's hmm. Honestly, it just like depends on the money aspect of things and like location wise on where he wants to be. Because I feel like this has kind of happened with Messi, where he went to Miami and he had the opportunities to go other places, but I think he wanted a specific location and family, and I think he was given certain benefits of going there. So I think it just like depends, honestly, on the situation and circumstance.
I agree.
Is the conversation about him leaving the company, leaving like which what brand is he with? He's with why can't I remember the brand
The team
Verstappen?
he's with, he's with Red Bull. Red Bull is an organization that's under Formula One. And so he wants to leave Formula One just in general, like leave the
Oh,
team
he wants to
and
leave it in general. Okay.
yeah.
I mean, he's young still, is he not? Like he's a pretty
Yeah.
he can leave and certainly come back. I mean, Michael Jordan left to play baseball and came back 2 years later.
But for a hyper reactive sport that's changing the regulations every year, I mean, that's a lot of training to step back into it. It's either once you step out, you can't step back in because they're changing it so much.
You don't think that a guy like Verstappen, though, who's one of the best drivers right now, if not all time, would be able to bounce back, even taking like a season or two off?
Well, not thinking that he won't be able to, but keeping up with the technology. I mean, that's like saying Schumacher is going to come back and blow everybody out the water, but he was working with V12 engines the whole time. I mean, that's not the basis would be better if it were saying like do you think that if the regulations were to stay the same and they were to return and the FI were to change it, then yeah, I think Max were to come back. But no, once you step out, I think he's
You're
not going to
done.
step back in. Yeah, because nobody he knows is on the team. All his engineers left, and um, it's just everybody left. Like he doesn't want to be there anymore. So like, what's the point of being on Red Bull
Guess
Fair
what
or
enough.
though?
I mean, if go ahead, sir.
what?
Because you said
Go
Red
ahead.
Bull. Never mind. I was gonna make a joke. It didn't land. Because you said Red Bull, and I was gonna say, guess what? And then you guys were supposed to say what? And then I was gonna say Red Bull gives you wings. It didn't land. It didn't land.
I mean,
I got
he's already done so much in his career. If he wants to step away, I mean, he's had so much success. So that I mean, he can do that and probably live a nice and happy life. I don't know if he's got like a wife or or has a partner
You
or
gotta
any
watch
kids or
it.
anything like that. Like maybe he wants to step away and spend time with them because I assume that the season lasts so long. You're going from city to city. There's not a whole lot of time to see your partner, your wife, and kids. So, like, if that is what he deems best for himself, I would do it.
Sick. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough decision, really looking at it from a big perspective. I mean, some could say that Formula One isn't hearing his decisions. Some could say that Formula One is just respecting a boundary and just improving
Yeah,
their cars.
I agree with that.
But anyway, that's what I had. That's it. That was it. Thank you.
I kind of want to end on baseball. There's a little bit I want to talk about. More specifically, this past Monday, it was pretty close to seeing some history. There were 9 players on Monday's games that hit 2+ home runs,
Oh,
which
damn.
according to MLB.com's reporter Sarah Langs, that's the second most players to hit 2 home runs on the same day in MLB history. It was amazing to watch. The 9 players were Josh Naylor, Ketel Marte, Kyle Schwarber, Nolan Arenado, Jeremiah Jackson, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Jake Berger, and Trent Grisham. In one of those games, there were 3 players who hit 2 home runs. 2 of those players were on the Yankees against the Angels, and Mike Trout was the Angel who hit 2 home runs. That was just a cool day to see. I mean, there was the ball was just flying out of the park. I actually did that was what my package was about when I did this 303 earlier this week was about that. That was really cool to see. So yeah,
That's cool news.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay.
sick.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't watch much baseball. But yeah, I love hearing about it.
I
Yeah.
can tell you guys more if you want.
Tyler, let us know what's going on.
So, well, I can just tell more
Yeah.
stats about this specifically. The craziest thing, the 2 home run day, there was Ketel Marte and Nolan Arenado both play on the Arizona Diamondbacks. And that day they both hit 2 home runs against the Orioles. And they lost that game 9-7. They had 4 home runs combined, 7 RBI. They had all 7 RBI for the Diamondbacks that day, and the Orioles won 9-7 against Arizona. Crazy, crazy stuff. Kyle Schwarber also hit 2 home runs.
Wow.
He's trying to push for 500 career home runs. I think that's the benchmark that he needs to maybe have a shot at the Hall of Fame. He's been a crazy good slugger. The former Cub is up to 6 home runs so far this year, but he hit 46 in 2022, 47 in 2023, 38 in 2024, and 56 last year. And he is at 346 home runs right now. And he plays a position where he can certainly get to 500 home runs by the end of his career. And I think that's probably enough to eventually get him into the Hall of Fame. Certainly not first certainly not for his ballot, but he will, I think, eventually make it because he's just been a fantastic slugger.
Very nice.
Insane.
Are there any? I know you say you don't watch baseball, so I assume you don't have any baseball odds for me or anything like that, do you? Who's the betting favorite
I do
to
not.
win each
I'm
division or
gonna be
anything?
MLB. Betting favorite for MLB right now is for today. Coming up is Foster Griffin from the Washington Nationals. He's projected under. His proposition is 15.5 outs, but we project him at 14. He's gonna go under. And then Austin Wins from Texas. A home run. Yeah, he's gonna make a point. He's just gonna score at least one. That's what they say. Austin Wins. I don't know what HRRBI is,
Home runs, RBI,
but yeah. And then that's home runs or points. So yeah,
or
they're
RBI,
saying
RBI.
Austin Wins is. Yeah. So bet on Austin. That's my take. Easy cash,
I
easy
think it's
money.
crazy. I'm looking at the DraftKings right now at the World Series odds for 2026. As of today, April 16th, the Dodgers are still the heavy favorite to win the World Series and be the first team in 25 years to three-peat. They're plus 200 right now. That's actually insanely high odds for a team to win when we're, a couple weeks into the season, but they've been that good. They have so much talent on their team. They had a couple holes on their team during the offseason, and they filled both of those holes with probably the best player on the market for each. Like that team is, if they don't win it all, then it's going to be huge, unless they get a lot of injuries. But yeah,
It's not working.
All right, thank you all so much for listening. It's been a pleasure as always. So this is Sarah Gala.
Tyler Bednar.
And Noah Robinson.
We appreciate you guys. Thanks for listening and have a great rest of your week.